my name is Joseph Boyle. I'm from Dublin city centre in Ireland. I've decided to get the heart transplant because 10 years ago, I was feeling a bit thin on top of the head. You'd see photos and you'd see the top of your head as a little light. That definitely made me consider looking for a transplant. A couple of my friends looking at that option as well. Family members were looking at that option. We had a couple of people that was all eager and interested in what heart transplants could do and what they looked like. And I found places in London, in Spain, in Turkey, and they were all daunting to think about it and to go there. For example, I sent one guy in Spain a picture. It was basically a selfie of me. You could barely see my hair. And instantly he texted me back saying, you need 3,000 grafts, it will cost you this much, you have a great donor area. This is all without seeing any of my head. So I felt like, okay, this is probably not for me. Then I shopped around local, I was going to the UK. I was Googling stuff in Ireland. I heard that there could be places you can get it done in Ireland. So what I done was I Googled it and found Tír Na online and found out that Tír Na heart transplant clinic was in Dublin City. Seen Kevin's, seen the website, found out that they're Irish. I knew straight away that's where I wanted to be. There's nowhere else I needed to be. I was confident and comfortable enough to leave that consultation knowing that I was going to go back to Kevin and to get my heart transplant done there. Within a couple of weeks, we had a date put in place, we had a final cost, we had the procedure already. The aftercare that they could provide me, I could go back out if there's anything wrong, I could visit them in 6 months and 12 months. And that was a big deal for me, to make sure that I had someone to physically go back to, see how the procedure is going. And he did that after 6 months, and he felt that I've done all my aftercare that I needed to do to treat it, and he was happy with it. So at least it's comforting to hear that from the surgeon, to say that you're doing everything well, and for him to look at it physically as well. It was a big deal for me, yeah, 100%. I have one younger brother, but he was the first one that I've ever heard and talk about wanting to get a transplant. I'd always talk to him about it and back and forth with him, and he made me feel super comfortable how the procedures go. Yeah, I think that gave me the push to actually, this can be done, it can be done in Ireland. If it makes you feel good, we don't do it for anybody else. I didn't do this for a single person on this planet. I done it for me. No one else that I wanted to do it for. It makes me feel much better. Confidence in myself has gone up. It's great knowing that, when you wake up, you have messy hair. We have options to style it in many different ways. You can do whatever you want with our hair. And as a man losing that, I lost a piece of myself almost. I felt a weight on my shoulder, a little bit of confidence I was losing. It felt like every time I bent down, people were looking. I felt like everybody. It was really daunting. But when I went to Kevin's in Tír Na, he brought me into the room where the procedure would be done. It was just a really comfortable chair, and the room wasn't too big. There was a beautiful lunch there. Natasha made me feel so comfortable, and Kevin, we were just chatting, regular stuff, politics, football, children, local schools, local areas. It was not anything what I thought it was. I mean, I worked myself up so much for nothing at all. When I got there in the morning, I felt super comfortable. I knew exactly what to expect. There was a comfortable chair, a comfortable environment, and good chats. That's what I experienced. It was very pleasant, a couple of injections, the anaesthetic in the top of the head, and the side where there was the donor area. That was all really. I mean, other than that, a few little tiny pinches is all you feel. And then the rest then is just, sit down, be comfortable, and chat. Regular conversations. It'd be no different than just talking to your best friend. It felt really nice and comfortable. I wanted to feel comfortable, definitely a family-run practice, and you get that feeling as soon as you walk through the door. Natasha and Kevin, our husband and wife, very is a family-run business, which is really comforting to know that. Felt like Kevin wanted me to have nice hair, and I didn't find that anywhere else. Going to Tír Na, knowing that the surgeon himself was looking at my head saying, I can do this, I can do that, here's what I could do this. And a lot of hard truths were told from Kevin. He told you bluntly that you're not going to have a full head of hair after this. It may or may not work, you have to understand all of these. He was honest with me. He was very, very honest with me. He told me that he cannot cover all of my head. He would not be taking 3,000 or 4,000 grafts out of my head. He's not going to over-harvest. He didn't try to sell me anything. With Kevin, it was like, I'm not going to put 3,000 transplant hairs in your head. You would over-harvest your hair. He was giving me options of what would have looked good for me and natural, and that was a big deal for me. So I found Kevin to be as honest as the day is long. They all say it looks great, well done. If you want it, it's good for your confidence, go for it. Yeah, and I definitely did.